Hello friends and welcome to another video. My name is Prasad Jadhav and today we are going to understand how you should mount a reverse osmosis membrane. So as you can see, I'm using a transparent membrane housing in which we have installed one RO membrane, reverse osmosis membrane. So many a times people feel that mounting like this vertically will make your membrane more efficient, or mounting like this might not make your membrane function more effectively. So today we are going to actually check whether you should mount your RO membrane horizontally or vertically and what difference it actually makes. For that I am having this transparent membrane housing. So I'll also explain you how the membrane functions and let's see. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So as you can see, this membrane is totally installed in this transparent membrane housing. This is its reject water and this is its pure water. So whenever the water is flowing, so what if we will mount it like horizontally, then what will happen? The water will flow basically from here to here and then completely fill the membrane housing slowly. And once when this membrane housing is completely filled with water, then only the rejection will come from here. So if you'll mount it like this, the reject elbows upside, then what will happen? The membrane will fill with water and then it will release the reject water from the upper side. But if you mount it like this, like if the elbows are mounted pointing towards downwards, then what will happen? This will fill up the water before and it will start giving the reject water immediately. So how you should install a reverse osmosis membrane is also very crucial. You should always try to put the elbows pointing towards upward side because it will help the membrane to fill fully with water and then only start rejecting the water. And another important thing is whenever you mount the reverse osmosis membrane like this, the elbows pointing upwards, what will happen whenever the water supply is stopped? So if you will mount it like this downwards, then what will happen? I'll show you within a second. I'll fill this membrane with water and I'll show you. So now as you can see, this membrane is filled with water. The housing is having water. And if I mount it like this and the machine is stopped, the water is basically retained in the membrane housing. So whenever if you install it like this, then what will happen? The water will start leaving the membrane housing and it will start draining. So basically what will happen? Your membrane will remain dry and eventually this water will totally get drained from the bottom. But it is recommended that your RO membrane should be immersed into the water every time so that it does not dry out. So if you discontinue using it, so if you're keeping your membrane not used for a longer time, if the water get drained from the reverse osmosis membrane housing, then the membrane will become dry and eventually the membrane will go bad. So it is always recommended that your membrane housing should be mounted like that. The elbows are pointing upwards, not downwards. And if you're mounting it horizontally also, there is an issue that the membrane housing will dry out completely soon. So if you don't have any option and you want to install the reverse osmosis pointing towards downwards, then you'll have to check that the water does not flow from the reject side, because what will happen? Eventually your membrane will dry out and you will have to continuously use the membrane. That means you'll have to switch on your RO membrane every day, even though if you are not using it. And it is also recommended to switch your RO whenever you are not using it. Like if you are going outside for a few days, then you should ask somebody to come switch your RO on within 2 to 3 days. So it actually improves the membrane's life. If you want to mount your membrane vertical, then your membrane should be given water through a solenoid valve so that a vacuum will be created and the water will not flow from the reject side. So for that you will need to put a solenoid valve which will prevent the water draining. If your machine is having a solenoid valve, then it will create a vacuum and it will stop this draining of the water. So it will be helpful for the reverse osmosis housing to retain the water. It is very important that your membrane should be immersed into the water for longer life. So I think friends, I have made it clear how you should mount your reverse osmosis membrane with this transparent housing. That's all friends for today. Thanks for watching, and please like this video. Please share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, please don't forget to ask me into the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Good day.